Jerusalem. And when his disciples, James and John, saw this, they said, Lord, wilt thou that we command fire to come down from heaven and consume them, even as Elias did? It's interesting, right? These are the James and John walking with Jesus, and Jesus is being prevented from going through the Samaritan town. And the guys snapped and they said, hey, come on, we read the story in the Old Testament how Elijah called down fire, thunder and fire from heaven, come on, to burn the people. Come on, can we also do that right now? Look at Jesus' answer to them. But he turned and rebuked them and said, ye know not what manner of spirit ye are of. For the Son of Man is not come to destroy men's life, but to save them. How important is this? How important is this? Because we see in the dispensation of old how that a man of God could call fire down from heaven to consume people. And people take that as what? Prayer topics now. Calling down fire to consume people, to kill people, to burn people. But instructively, the Bible has said over and over again in the New Testament, pray for your enemies. Pray for your enemies. This is an example of it, that Jesus rebuking James and John and said that, hey, you do not pray to call down fire to burn anybody because you are of a different spirit. The spirit that you have is not of the same spirit that Elijah them had. Now that's very important. Many people do not recognize that in the New Testament, in the new dispensation, we are of a different spirit. We do not go after the old order. That's how come Jesus could tell somebody that if somebody slaps you, you turn your other cheek to the person for him to slap. That's why Jesus Christ would say that if somebody offends you, how many times should you forgive him? They asked him, how many times should you forgive him? He said, 70 times 7. Just keep forgiving. Why? Because we are of what? A different spirit. There are many more of these scriptures. Why am I using these scriptures for you? Because I want you to begin to take personal steps to taking the word of God and reading it for yourself. Study the word of God for yourself. Our pastors, our teachers, our reverends do much for us, and they what? Just help us to guide us in the way, just like in any educational institution. No, your teacher doesn't study for you. He only guides you to go and study yourself. So we have to take personal responsibility to get into the word of God and learn it for ourselves. And you will be surprised that you will far much more, learn a lot more when you study on your own than when you just go and sit in the church and just listen to the man of God teaching to you. So take personal responsibility for your Christian life. I can't say that more than enough. I can't overemphasize that. Take your Christian life more personally. It is not a corporate vision. I know there's a lot to be said about corporate church, but listen, Christianity is first and foremost a personal relationship with God before it becomes a collective responsibility for everybody. So take a personal responsibility to knowing God for yourself. Connect the dots for yourself in the Word of God. Read the scriptures for yourself. Comprehend them according to the way God is trying to explain it for you through the Spirit of God for yourself. And that is the most important thing you begin to realize. And you begin to realize that there's a lot of things that are mainstream. There's a lot of things that Jesus Christ said that is completely missing in our body of Christ today. Thank you so much for spending time with me here on the Wireless Church. If you like this video, kindly subscribe, like, and share this video. There are many more of such content coming your way, and I want you to stick with me as I bring you more on such episodes. Thank you so much.